Today, I actually didn't think we were going to vlog at all. I was really tired. But when we got here, I mean, the sights are so good. I mean, I had to catch it on camera for you guys. Simply had to.
Hey guys, you look where we are.
Yeah, we're at Newstead Abbey here at Nottingham. It's lovely. We're at the gardens, Lord Byron's home.
This is the old Sherwood Forest, basically Robin Hood's home.
Yeah.
but we are literally at Lord Byron's, the famous, very controversial poet's home, and he's got a wonderful big land here with 2 lakes.
It's very picturesque, really nice, and what's more, there's a food fest going on, so we can have a look around, see what they've got on sale, and see if we're going to be brave enough to try anything. Really good. It's either that or I'm really hungry, or it's just because.
No, this is the best churros I had until
yeah.
now.
Oh man,
it's
no,
heavy.
it's way too oily as well.
And heavy, and it's much more thick. This is now crunchy.
Just right. Nice. Food Fest Nottingham. They did well with the churros. Well done.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just recording the half of the conversation.
The beautiful grounds which we're walking around today were designed by a succession of families who lived here after Henry VIII's dissolution of the monasteries. It is said that here, or history has it better said, that gardening activity at the Newstead has carried on for nearly 900 years, and each family has added their own designs but kept enough of previous occupant styles intact for us to be able to follow their footsteps through time, from the medieval canons to ladies of the Webb family in Victorian times. So a little bit of background on the journey these lands have gone through, passing from hand to hand. Between 1164 and 1539, these grounds were held in ownership by the Augustinian canons. Henry II founded the priory of St. Mary's here. Traditionally, is thought to be the atonement for Thomas A. Becket's murder at Canterbury Cathedral. The canons were here for nearly 400 years until the dissolution of the priory in 1539. So it is said that the stew pond was created by the ancient yew tree. We didn't really get to see the stew pond because of all the food fest that was going on there. But apparently it's named the stew pond because it's flanked by fish ponds called stews in which they bred carp. And there's also the eagle pond, which is named after the eagle-shaped lectern reputedly thrown in after the dissolution. It was recovered about 200 years ago and is now at Southwell Minster. Okay, so unto 1540 to 1818. Remember how I said at the start that this is Lord Byron's home? Right, so after the canons, Newstead was in the ownership of the Byron family for nearly 300 years. And the family laid out the formal great garden together with ornamental cascades, ponds, fountains, and garden follies. William, the so-called wicked fifth lord, enlarged the upper lake to stage mock sea battles and built forts with cannons to fire at ships manned by his own servants. Crazy, eh? So, after the Byrons, in 1818, the land passes to Colonel Wildman. Basically, George Gordon, who was the sixth Lord Byron, had money problems, and it forced the infamous romantic poet to sell his Newstead to his boyhood friend Thomas Wildman for £94,500. I can only imagine how much that cost back in the day. 94,000. Anyway, Wildman restored the house and gardens, to which he invited many guests. And in 1832, visiting American writer Washington Irving wrote that the groves and the forests have been replanted, the lakes and the fish ponds cleaned out, and the gardens rescued from hemlock and thistle and restored to their pristine and dignified formality. In 1861, an African explorer, William Frederick Webb, a friend of the infamous Dr. David Livingstone, bought Newstead from the widowed Mrs. Wildman in 1861. Mrs. Webb and her daughters followed the horticultural, I'll say that word again, followed the horticultural fashions of their day in the improvements of the gardens at Newstead. Thousands of tourists were permitted to visit the Abbey and the grounds. Admission cards were obtained at the hotel at the Webb's private railway station in Newstead Village. After the 1.5-mile walk, and we did that walk by the way, along the Chestnut and Lime Tree Avenue leading to the Abbey, visitors had a guided tour with the housekeeper, Mrs. Mary Cooper. Right, so the land passed on in 1931 to Sir Julian Cann, who bought Newstead and gave it to Nottingham Corporation, and the Nottingham City Council has maintained it ever since for us all to enjoy it. And that's why we're here today having a look around, taking a gander, actually enjoying the scenes like, you know, we own this place. Yeah, right. Anyway, that brings us to today, and you know, all the gardens we've shown you, the Japanese gardens, the French and the Spanish ones, these are all gardens that passed from hand to hand over the years, and now we can actually live a little bit of the past and the present, and we'll pass on to the future. So guys, it's been a few hours just walking around Newstead Abbey. It is huge. We've seen 2 lakes, about 5 gardens.
No.
More, and it's just massive. Like, you can see right behind you, that's the Newstead Abbey. It's huge, man. The kind of wealth these guys used to manage back in the day, it's just something. So we came to Nottingham yesterday, but it was a bit of a rushy kind of day. We were around in the city centre. So Dani used to live in Nottingham, so yesterday was a catching up kind of day. It was in the city, having coffee, meeting friends, and it was super excited. I saw where he used to live, where he works, his first job there, and you know,
we've been hosted my very good friend and brother and best man Peter, and thank you so much for the hospitality. It was really nice.
Yeah, so we came over and stayed with Peter a little bit, just for the night really, and it's been a nice day. It was really nice yesterday actually, seeing Nottingham. Been to Nottingham before, I just never really went around the city centre and the like, so we did that. And today I actually didn't think we were going to vlog at all. I was really tired, but when we got here, I mean, the sights are so good. I mean, I had to catch it on camera for you guys, simply had to. So now it's almost home time. We're Sheffield bound in a bit. I thought I'll share a bit of Nottingham with you guys. If you're ever in Nottingham and you wonder where to be to see, you know, the live of Nottingham, or where to dine and where to have coffee,
Go to Lace Market, check out the town square and the corner house area, full of restaurants, full of bars, and actually very buzzing city center. Although, if you want to see something better, comes to Newstead Abbey, or visit Wollaton Park with their deers.
Oh yeah, we're at Wollaton Park yesterday. I saw some stags and deers, and I don't know, there was a bit of an argument about whether stags were the male counterparts of the deers or whatever. I don't know how that ended, that argument. Him and Peter had that argument all day, but it was nice to see them up close. So if you're all about the great outdoors, make sure you get to Wollaton Park, Wollaton Hall and Newstead Abbey. You get to see the gardens, you get to see the lakes, the streams, you get to see some deer, stag. And if you're more about going out for a coffee, go to Lace Market, the town centre. And yeah, that's Nottingham in a nutshell for you guys. So I will catch up later. I hope you've enjoyed the bits we've had to share. It was very impromptu. We didn't quite plan it properly getting onto, but I think it made for a very nice time out, really. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yabbing now. Jabbering. I meant to say I'm gonna stop jabbering away.